Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm doing something a little bit different for the channel, but I just have this thing that I want to do a little bit more Pokemon because I am such a huge fan of Pokemon. It was how I started gaming in the first place. So, um, something a little bit different. I want to do a tier maker of. I want to split it into like, where are we 9 generations in, so we'll do 9 different parts. This is tier makers, so we're starting off with Gen 1, and these are my opinions, and my opinions are always based on the Pokemon that I've liked using over the years, but it can also be based on how the anime has treated them as well. So if there are too much of them, it can put me off quite a lot. So, but anyway, I'm just gonna get started because I don't want this video to be too long. Um, but we might be talking like a 20-minute long video, so we'll see. This will be unedited because I am awful at editing, so just pure unedited. Yeah. Please remember, this is my opinion. This isn't against Pokemon or anything like that. This is just through the years what I like. So we're starting with Gen 1. This is where I started with Pokemon Blue. So we got S, A, B, C, and D. D does not mean they're the worst Pokemon, it just means they're one of my least favourites. But I do still like them. I pretty much like every Pokemon. It just, my opinions vary depending on how much Pokemon shows them off and all that. So, right, S tier. Well, Bulbasaur is obviously S tier. Ivysaur is the same. And Venusaur, I think, is more an A tier. Mega Venusaur, I think, is an S tier as well. Charmander, I'm putting A. I really like Charmeleon. Charizard is a C because I think it's overrated personally. The same with Mega Charizard X because Mega Charizard Y is a better design for me personally. Squirtle was the very first Pokemon I ever chose, so his whole line is an S tier. That is bias because he was my very first starter Pokemon, so that's bias, but that's fine. Caterpie itself is probably a B. Metapod is pretty useless, so. And then Barfree there. Weedle, I prefer. Kakuna's on the same level. And then Mega Beedrill is one of my absolute favourite Mega Pokemon ever. I think its design is perfect. Pidgey, not my favourite birds. I do like Pidgeot. Itself. I'm not the biggest fan of Mega Pidgeot, but I have used it and I do like it. It's just, it's not my favourite design. I'm not a fan of Rattata. No matter what youngster Joey says, I am not a fan of the Rattatas. Spearow was the very first Pokemon I ever caught. So that was my first Pokemon. So we basically like bypassed from Pallet Town, basically bypassed Pidgey and Rattata on Route 1 and then went left. And then went left to the little grass patch before the Pokemon League and went in there, found a Spearow, and that was my very first Pokemon. Ekans and Arbok. I think Ekans would be there. Jesse's Arbok would be there because I really like Jesse's Arbok. Pikachu for me is an S tier. So is Raichu. Sandshrew and Sandslash. Ooh, the Needles. I prefer the male Nidoran to the female Nidoran, so I'll put her there. But Nidoqueen is an S tier. Nidoran, Nidorino, and Nidoking. Clefairy, probably there. Clefable is quite powerful. Vulpix was also one of my first Pokemon, so Vulpix was my first fire type. Jigglypuff was also one of my first Pokemon. That was the third one I ever caught actually on the way to Mount Moon. I managed to find one. Or my brothers managed to find one because I was 3, so I could barely play it properly, but that was also one of the Pokemon we had. Zubat annoys the hell out of me in caves, but Golbat is fine. but I just, all those years of walking into caves and it just being Zubat after Zubat after Zubat. Oh my goodness. Oddish, Gloom, and Vileplume. So Oddish, very cute. Gloom, you can take it or leave it, and Vileplume here. Not a fan of Paras or Parasect. Bug is one of my favourite types. In fact, is Paras even a bug? I don't think it is. I think it's grass. I can't remember. It's been that long since I've used one that I can't actually remember its actual type. But it's just not one of my favourites at all. Venonat, on the other hand, is one of my favourites, and so is Venomoth. Diglett, Diglett, trio. 10 points if you know that reference. Meowth, I like. Persian, I really like. Psyduck, S tier. Golduck, Mankey, again, not a fan of. Primate's Redemption was Annihilape. Annihilape made me like Primeape again. Growlithe, the doggos are S tier. Poliwag there. Poliwhirl is probably with it. And I'm not the biggest fan of Poliwrath. I prefer Politoed. Abra is pretty useless until you can evolve it. So I'd actually probably put that there. I like it. It's just a bit useless, that's all. Until you get to Kadabra. And then Alakazam. And then Mega Alakazam. Not a fan of the matches. Machamp is fine, but Bellsprout, very first grass type I ever had. So just after Cerulean City, we got Bellsprout. We got Sprout the Bellsprout. That was his name, Sprout. I'm not a fan of Tentacool or Tentacruel. Oh, Geodude's line. I can do Golem just now. Golem is A tier. I really like it. Graveler there and Geodude with it. Then Ponyta's line. Ponyta there and Rapidash there. Oh dear. Where did Slowpoke go? Slowpoke is probably here. Slowbro is here, as well as Mega Slowbro. Magnemite is here, as well as Magneton. Farfetch'd is a B tier. Doduo is here. Dodrio is here as well. Seal is an A tier. Dugong is an A tier. Never really used Grimer or Muck, so they're going there. Same with Shelder and Cloyster. Ghastly, then Haunter, and then Gengar. Same with Mega Gengar. But it has to be Shiny Mega Gengar. As much as I like purple, Shiny Mega Gengar is better. D tier for Onix. Don't like Drowsy's line either. I feel like I'm exposing myself with my Pokemon choices. C tier for Krabby and Kingler. G-Max Kingler would probably be like up here because I like that one. And I prefer Hisuian, Voltorb, and Electrode. Execute, I'm not a fan of. Exeggutor is alright. Cubone is a B tier, same as Marowak. And I'm not a fan of the Lee or the Hitmonlee or the Chan. Lickitung. I think it's C tier. B tier for these two. I prefer Arbok. Rhyhorn, B tier. Rhydon, A tier. First Pokemon ever made, by the way, was Rhydon. Fun fact. Chansey is probably here. Hangala. Kangaskhan, Mega Kangaskhan, Horsea, Seadra is an S tier. Kingdra would be an S tier as well, but I'll do that the next part. Goldeen and Seaking I never used. Staryu is B. Starmie is A. Mr. Mime I never really used either. Scyther, B tier. Scyther is much better now. D tier because I don't like Jinx. C and C. Prefer Electabuzz to Magmar personally. Pinsir. Oh, where would we put Pinsir? I think Pinsir would be here as well. Mega Pinsir, probably here. I definitely prefer Mega Pinsir to Mega Heracross. Tauros there, Magikarp, D because we can't do anything until we get to Gyarados, which is an S tier. Same with Mega Gyarados. Mega Gyarados is an S tier. Lapras is an A tier. Ditto is B because I really like it. Eevee is S tier. Vaporeon is an A tier. Jolteon was... I got the Eevee in Pokemon Blue. We got the Eevee from the guy in is it Celadon City? Yeah, Celadon City, where you go up the apartments. And you go up to the top and the guy's just got an Eevee Pokeball just sitting out on a table. We got that Eevee and we evolved it into Jolteon. So I had a Jolteon on my very first team. But my favourite out of all Eevees is Flareon. So it is an S tier. Porygon is an S tier. If you don't like Porygon, there's something wrong. Because Porygon, Porygon 2, Porygon Z. Porygon Z is my baby. I love Porygon Z. Omanyte. I think B. Praise Lord Helix is an A. Kabuto and Kabutops. Aerodactyl, I don't like Aerodactyl. Snorlax is a B. Articuno. Zapdos. Moltres. Dratini is an A. Dragonair. Specialist Shiny Dragonair is an S. Dragonite just makes no sense for this evolution line, but it's fine. Mewtwo will do there. Mega Mewtwo X is there. That was a disappointment when I had Pokemon X. Y is an S tier and Mew is S tier as well. And that's it. So this is my tier list. It seems pretty even actually, apart from the D tier. There's one less for the D tier, but yeah, this is my list for... These are my tiers for Gen 1 Pokemon. So pretty decent with the starters, actually. It's just really normal Venusaur and Charmander, but everyone else kind of made it in. And then always the Charizard is down here, and Mega Charizard X. It's cool. It's cool. Charizard X. It is. There's no denying that. I just prefer Y's design, personally. But yeah. I'll let you guys see. So this is my tiers. Let's save or download. Download. There we go. There they are. So that is my tier list. Yeah, so I'm going to end this video here. Didn't actually take long, took 15 minutes, so that's fine. So the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Johto Pokemon. So I'm going to do Gen 2, and that won't take as long because there's only 100 of them instead of the 151. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. As I say, there's going to be no editing. It's just going to be straight recording. Same with the next ones, and it's purely because I can't edit. I'm very poor at editing, so I do need to learn, but I need to find the time to do it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.